my job is to make sure actors have the facts. One is the competition between unions is bad for actors, not good. Unequal contracts encourage producers to pit one union against the other at the expense of the members of both. At your expense when they search out the cheapest contract. And don't let anybody tell you that a no vote means a strike. It simply sends AFTRA back to the table where we can maximize our leverage together, which is where we should be.
Solidarity!
I believe in dealing with the facts, and AFTRA's published highlights of their deal show they haven't finished the job we're trying so hard to finish. Their increases in minimums barely account for inflation and don't affect schedule and money breaks enough. Their improvements in background are minimal. I'm sorry, but raising the count by 1 in LA shouldn't be enough for the background community. AFTRA's highlights describe confirming union coverage on internet programs. That's strange language to use when their agreement gives producers the right to produce internet programs entirely non-union. And residual free when they are produced union. They claim credit for new residual structures for paid downloads and streaming when AFTRA simply adopted the DGA formula without change.
That's right.
Yes, they held the line on actor consent for clips of old TV and movie programs, but that's not enough. There is no way this is a groundbreaking agreement. It's the opposite of that. It is business as usual. And I ask you as AFTRA and SAG members, are we done yet?
No!
Finally, I want to spend a minute on the studios and networks who talk often about the need to partner with creative talent and the uncertainty of new media business models. If, as they say, the AFTRA New Media deal is an experiment, why not experiment in ways that protect actors? We have low-budget internet agreements for more than 500 independent productions. We've been covering low-budget features with SAG agreements for more than 10 years. Why not use our real-world experience as the model? Union coverage, pension and health contributions, residuals, safe conditions are all achievable in the new media low-budget marketplace. How do we know that? Because we have done it. We hear the industry describe the business challenges, and we're prepared to roll up our sleeves to come up with solutions that work for actors and studios and networks. But when CBS buys internet network CNET for $1.8 billion, and Fox and Disney project annual internet revenue of $1 billion each, and NBC reports record upfront ad sales at $1.8 billion, we don't understand when we hear that why our priorities are too complicated or too expensive. I want to read you something that came last week at a Merrill Lynch conference from CBS's Executive Vice President and CFO, Frederick Reynolds. This is CBS talking. In the past and currently, we make money on the original airing on the network and the rerun. We make money. So every other window of opportunity to earn revenue has an exceedingly high margin. We make a nice profit on the original and the rerun. Everything else has a very, very high margin. But not only that, we have a vast library of content that dates back to the 50s. I Love Lucy in 1957 still earns us probably $25 to $30 million a year in profit at a 95% margin. It's downloaded, it's DVD'd, it's streamed, and it still owes us an incredible amount of money. That's 51 years later. And you're exactly right. There aren't any residuals paid on that. And that's the model they want us to use. When our employers talk like that to Wall Street, they can't turn around and tell us they can't afford to increase your mileage reimbursement for the first time in 30 years. So we need your voice to be raised, to be heard at the AMPTP in Sherman Oaks, and on the 9th floor of 5757 Wilshire. That's where AFTRA's offices are. We need the industry to hear your voice and know that actors are united, that your priorities must be acknowledged, and that your needs in this crisis will be met. If we stick together, we will weather this storm and achieve what you deserve, a fair contract for actors, a fair contract